All right, going live. Going live. I think I'm live. Yeah, nice. All right. Welcome to another live stream. My name is Timothy Sands. This is Fashionable Father. And welcome to Sandscript Studios, otherwise known as my apartment. This has been a long time coming. I've been wanting to do a live stream, and I just haven't had the time, and things got in the way. So I'm glad. This is going to be the first one of 2021. And welcome, everybody. Welcome. And also, sadly enough, Meghan is starting school tomorrow, and orientation is right now on Zoom. So I don't have my sidekick, and I'm lost. I don't know what to do with myself. So I have to weather this by myself. Arthur, she's actually maintaining Arthur in her orientation class. Hopefully she can make an appearance because I need a beer. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Anyways. Okay. Let's see. What's up on the agenda this week? What do we have? So, of course, I'm doing a lot of pop culture. I'm feel like a little late to the game. Wanted to do this earlier, but that's okay. I want to talk about Bridgerton, Cobra Kai, Tenet. Finally saw it. I did not go to the theater, which actually kind of makes me sad that I didn't get to the theater. And also my 2021 fashion predictions. That's right. Highly curated predictions. Joking. I'm just throwing stuff out there. What I think and my emotions mostly. But yeah, so that's what we're talking about today. First of all, can I also say if you had a rough week, you're not alone, because we did too. No, it wasn't horrible. It was just slightly stressful. Arthur had a fever for, what did Meghan say? 5 nights. And of course, Meghan knows more because she was up with him. I was not. 5 nights of fever. And he doesn't deal with sickness very well. He takes after his mom. No, I'm joking. He takes after me. I don't deal with sickness as well. So he was pretty rough. And I feel like as a young little infant, he would have fever dreams. And we didn't know he'd have night terrors. I'm sorry. And I don't know if we couldn't tell if these were night terrors or fever dreams. And he would be screaming at night. So it was a little rough for Meghan mostly and him. So that was much. That was a little bit. And of course, then we got scared. We got scared that it was COVID. And so he and Meghan went and got tested. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Thursday. And so it ended up being negative. Oh, yeah, sorry. I was really it ended up being negative. So that was good. We... And just, yeah. So, like I said, if you've had a rough week, so did we. And that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes we just have rough weeks. And just a lot of stress. And there's so much going on right now, right, with our world and a lot of stuff that feels out of control. So if you're experiencing some of that, so is everyone else, including myself, right? Now, on to other fun stuff. Let's see. Yeah. So right off the bat, let me just say this. Meghan, it was at the beginning of the month, and Meghan was like, oh my goodness, one of her friends, I think on Facebook, I don't know, said, yeah, I spent up till 4 a.m. watching the show. And instantly I judged the person. I was like, oh, come on, have some self-control. I've binge watched some shows in my time. But I binge them, like, I feel like I binge them over a week process, or maybe even 2 weeks, right? Like, just watch one episode a night, maybe 2. And try to just drag it out a little more. And so to watch a show until 4 a.m, I'm like, really? And I don't think I've really ever done that. And then, so she was like, and then her friend, Chris, was like, you gotta watch Bridgerton. We were up till 2 a.m. We were up till 2 a.m. watching that show. She was. I just watched passively from the side. No, I was in. Yeah, I was pretty much in. The funny thing is, I went into Bridgerton like watching from the point of view of like, oh, I'll just watch passively from the side, and that didn't happen. Because it's hers. Yo, what up, Rue? How you doing, man? Thanks for rolling through. I know you're a busy dude, and I'm wondering, are you working? I know you said you were working on Sundays. Let me see here. I just a heads up. I'm talking about pop culture. If you're, that's what's on the topic tonight. Bridgerton, Cobra Kai, Tenet, and also I want to talk about my fashion predictions. So that's what we're talking about right now. So if you haven't seen Bridgerton, which you probably haven't, I imagine, Rue, you're like, no, I haven't watched that show. Not too many straight men have actually probably tuned into that. But this one did. This one did. But I like Pride and Prejudice, and of course I'm married to Meghan, so yes, I'm talking about Bridgerton, Greg. Talking about Bridgerton. So we were up till 2 a.m. watching it. I can't remember. I wish she was here. I wish I could ask her real quick. I think we got it done in 3 to 4 days. I think it was 3 days. 3 to 4 days. I think we binged that damn thing. It was ridiculous. And in defense of anybody who did binge it, in defense of them and myself and my wife, is and I think Shonda and that whole studio and with what they've done with Grey's and I think what was Scandal too and all the other shows she's done, she does a really good job weaving mystery. Like everything's a mystery. We're always trying to find out why, and there's good backstory, and then there's, so she weaves that very well. And that's really the key of like good binging television, in my opinion, is yes, is story, but the story is driven by a mystery. I mean, I don't know. I remember I put off Harry Potter series because I didn't really want to read it, and I was a snob, and I was like, no, I don't want to read this children's book. And when I finally got to read it, all the books were out, so I got to just go through them like water, and it's just like it's endless mystery. It's always this worry line, like they talk about in stories. Greg would probably be familiar with this. Worry line and endless mystery, endless trying to figure out the answer. Lost. That's what 90% of Lost was, just an endless mystery. What's in the hatch? Why are you pushing the button? Like, right? That's a random reference. Yes, absolutely, Greg. Yes, we were, as Greg and I were kind of talking about this. Yeah, he's not on board, which is understandable. I mean, first of all, you're not even in the market, right, Greg? It's flashy, yeah. But the funny thing is as soon as you sit down to the show, it basically lets you know that, like, this is definitely not Pride and Prejudice, right? This is not subtle BBC British drama. This is definitely melodrama. It feels, dare I say, American? I don't know, but I know it's mostly British actors, but it's definitely very much like I don't want to say she modernized it, but she definitely made it her style and did not lean on that, real subtle British style stuff. Like that amazing scene. You didn't want to read it and read the entire, right? Dude, that was, I hate to admit this, but that was probably the only book I would wake up in the morning and at breakfast and I would read that book. Like, it just was weird. Like, I don't know what she did. Like, to me, if you're an author, she's definitely worth examining, because how could you make something for an entire populace, right, from kids to adults, that you would want to just continuously read and be a part of that world? She did a really good job with that. It was kind of like lightning in a bottle, if you ask me. I've read some books that were pretty awesome. I keep raving about this book I just read, The Three-Body Problem. That was, I read that. I went through that like water, and I really enjoyed it. And I guess he created a world too. I don't know though, man. Harry Potter is definitely something to be commendable about, in my opinion. No, not high-end literature or anything, but the way she weaved that mystery. And yeah, anyways, that's why I felt like Bridgerton was. What else do I want to say about Bridgerton? Costumes are amazing if you're all about period. It's pretty, again, flashy. Yeah, she's a lot of color, a lot going on. And if you watch it, Greg, they even took some of the classical stuff and put it toward, did mixes of modern music and made them classic. So yeah, she was leaning out of making it pure period. She was, and obviously everything else, like Meldon, the race, like all that, which that's something I find absolutely phenomenal about the show. I love that she did that. I love that she put this in a romantic, in a sense, like a romantic sense of this is what I think life would be like or should be like. And I think that's phenomenal. I think that's so positive for society to create that equality, right? The that we're all on the same playing field, even though we're not, right? But romanticize it, make it that a part of our media, make it normal, which I love. Breaking all the rules. I love this movie. I think everybody should watch it. It's fantastic. It feels very much like a 40s kind of comedy, but it has every race in it. It has Jamie Foxx. It has, it just is a cool mix of people that has very little to do with just sides of things. Anyways, Breaking All the Rules. Love that movie. Oh, I didn't know that. It was unwatchable. Well, sometimes you miss. Greg, do you have an opinion about Shonda in general? I mean, she's killing it, right? She's killing it. She knows she's doing something right, man. And even smarter is she's this is a best-selling novels of like all the siblings. So, and I don't think, Greg, you haven't watched it. But yeah, so they dealt with one of the siblings, and the legs of the show are phenomenal. So like, it's gonna go. You're gonna see a lot of this stuff on Netflix. Yo, what up, Tobe? No worries, dude. Thanks for rolling through, man. Thanks for rolling through. I'm just talking. I'm just blabbering on about Bridgerton, which I know you've watched, Tobe. No, I know you haven't. Oh, nice, Greg. That's cool. Yeah, she's pretty genius, man. She's a pretty smart woman. And we're giving her a lot of credit. She's the main producer behind this. She's not the creator, actually. It's one of her, I think, main writers. That's the creator behind it. So we're probably giving her too much credit for this. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So okay, I remember. I think you told me that a long time ago. Yeah, cool, dude. So yeah, you learned a lot from her. That's awesome, man. Yeah, she's a genius, and I like what she's doing. And I really ate up Bridgerton. Like, I don't think you might not like it. I get it. It's not for everybody, dude. It's some of us are more purists, and I think I was too for a long time. I had a very, I'd cross my arms on a lot of stuff, especially if it was popular. I would stay away from it. And also, like, I was a bit of a purist too when it came to historical stuff. But I think maybe Hamilton changed me a little bit. But also, I was excited for Hamilton no matter what when I heard that it was coming out. And not to brag or anything, but I remember hearing, because Meghan had her ear to the ground with Broadway and knew people who got to see it like for the first time. And I was like, yeah, Hamilton. First of all, Hamilton, yes, like that historic. And then I heard it was going to be based around minorities and rap. I was like, yes, because I don't tell you the truth. I'm not really huge on musicals. I think I've said that plenty of times here. So for them to kind of change it up and make it about with rap. And I know I've been kind of a fan of rap music, and I know what it takes those rappers to perform live like that. I mean, most rap artists can't do what Hamilton did. None of the cast members in Hamilton, most rap artists can't do that live because their records are actually split. Like, they can't spit that many bars, as they say in the rap industry. Still Star-Crossed? It was called Still Star-Crossed. Oh, the Romeo and Juliet thing? Yeah. Yeah, and right, sometimes it's just, sorry, I went back to that comment. Sometimes you're going to miss too, right? I just watched something recently. It was talking to Will Ferrell, and this guy legitimately asked him, like, hey, do you know when something's going to be funny? And Will Ferrell's like, it's always an educated guess. And I really feel like that's the creative process. The creative process is an educated guess. You know if something's going to hit, something doesn't. You could put all your energy into it. It'd be like perfect. Everything seems to fit, and people just don't like it. Or does it really turns out like, oh, I saw this, but it turned out like this, and it's not what we wanted. Or I saw this and turned out this, and it's amazing. Anyways, that's a creative process, I feel like. You never know. And then also with TV, having to hit the masses and have everybody want to be a part of it, or have to have everybody enjoy it to keep the commercials going or to keep the money going. That's asking a lot. That's asking a lot to be successful. What else do I want to say about this? Costumes. Yeah, pretty much that's it. Anybody else want to say anything about Bridgerton? I think everybody's, well, I don't think it's really my market. I will say this, though. I think all straight men should watch, and I think I've said this in the past on one of my videos that was probably not watched, but all men should watch chick flicks. What is deemed chick flicks. I'll never forget a guy told me, he asked me, did you see Legends of the Fall? And I was like, no. I was young. I was like, and that's, for a lot of you guys, that's an old movie, but he's like, dude, watch it. It's awesome. Like, Brad Pitt's a badass in it. And so I watched it, and it was good. It was two guys chasing one girl, but still, it was a very good movie and very epic and sprawling storyline and beautiful cinematography. It was a really good movie. And then I'll never forget, someone told me Benjamin Button was a chick flick. I was like, Benjamin Button is for the guys, man. That movie's amazing. And again, it's watching a guy live his life backwards, which is purely philosophical. We can all understand our lives better backwards. He's like this footloose, fancy free bachelor most of his life. It's just a really cool love story. I don't know. I love Benjamin Button. It's a great movie. And I think people shy away from it because, Brad Pitt. And then, so they have to, the only time they ever seen Brad Pitt is in Fight Club. Well, straight men. Yeah. Greg, that's funny you say that. Yeah, Greg and I were just talking about, we give shows about 2 minutes, right? I don't know about you guys. There's so much available to us and we're so busy. Everybody's busy, right? But I think it's a little rougher for people who have a little kid in the house because most of the time, I can't watch TV around him. And my kid's, I think, a little bit of an exception. Like, he does not like anything even remotely violent, like not even tiny bit of like fear or violence involved. And so if I have anything on, I have to turn it off. So when I have time to myself, it has to be choice entertainment, like stuff that you really want to put yourself into. So if in 2 minutes you're not in, it's rough, man. You're already out. Right? You got this like stupid, like rock, beautiful, long flowing hair. And I think that's why a lot of people, Stacy. I know, Bridgerton, you can't, man, that show. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, I'm in agreement, Stacy. Me and like 5 other straight males, I guess, out there. No, I'm joking. There's probably a lot of guys watching it. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's good. It's eased up. And oh yeah, so back to what I was saying. Like, I think men should watch these shows, and then even if it's like straight up chick flick, especially rom-coms and stuff. I think don't have to watch a lot of them, but I think you'd be okay to watch some of these as a straight male, just because it expands your horizon. It makes you go, oh, and also gives you great insight, especially if you're single, on women. It'll give you a really good insight on like, oh, that's what they want. That's what they like. It's a lot different from what men want sometimes. So anyways, let's go. Let's move on. Yo, what up, Trev? Thanks for rolling through, bro. It's been a while. I haven't done this in a long time. So thanks for coming through. It was busy. We're talking about. I know Trevor hasn't seen this. Bridgerton. Now I want to talk about Cobra Kai, which I still highly recommend to everybody. Cobra Kai, the first 2 seasons especially. This last season was. It was good. It was good. It wasn't great. It was great. There was a lot of nostalgia built in. I think they're leaning on that pretty heavily. But the funny thing is, the nostalgia was from the Karate Kid 2 movie. Yeah. Right? Well, wait, actually, speaking of which, Steven, or my dad, that's my dad, and Tobe, and I'm hoping, Trevor, did you guys finish Mandalorian? Please tell me you finished Mandalorian, man. I mean, I know you guys were like, it was a little formulaic, but come on. Please tell me you finished the 2nd season. Yeah, well, Carla doesn't give anything anytime. She really is not meant. A lot of our family is like Carla. She doesn't give time. I'm the only movie and TV guy, really. Dad, you kind of are, but I'm even more so than you are. Cobra Kai was heavily nostalgic on the Karate Kid Part 2, the 2nd movie. So that was cool. I wasn't huge on the Karate Kid series. I liked the first movie. That's pretty much it. The 2nd movie was okay. So it was nice. It was nice. It felt drowned out or dragged out. the first 3 episodes was basically bully, and Johnny being drunk. I feel like, and it was a little drawn out. I feel like they really they're dragging that story out for multiple seasons into the future. Spoiler if anybody hasn't seen it, so please don't leave, but please come right back after I say this. They don't even get to the All Valley competition, right? Which should be a pretty good ending to a Karate Kid movie, which was the first season they got to the competition. The second season they didn't. That's fine. But now you're on the third season, they still haven't. I don't know, man. I feel like, wow, I was like, wow, you guys are really dragging this out. You're really dragging this out. And it was, I don't know, man. I was like, and there was a lot there was not to give too much of the story away, but they leaned heavily on LaRusso's daughter, if you're familiar with the show, and being scared and fear and overcoming fear, which I think is a tough storyline, actually, now I think about it. If you're trying to write a good story about fear and overcoming it, it's hard because because I think as a guy, we have a really hard time admitting that we're scared in the first place. I think men just don't have an easy time with that. And then to tell the story like visually and see a character try to overcome that, most of the time when a character's scared, they're inactive. And a lot of times, especially with American storytelling, we want active main characters that are trying to overcome these things. And so when you're stifled by fear, it's really hard to make that character fun and identifiable, I guess. I don't know. You tell me. Tell me a story where you've watched where you had to watch someone overcome fear. There was a decent, just as random, Band of Brothers episode where a guy had to overcome fear in that. And again, it was tough to watch him. You're like, dude, just man up, right? As a dude, you just want to tell him, man up, just do your thing, which is, it's total bullshit. Like if you've experienced fear, it can be, I imagine, debilitating, especially in war. Anyways, it was a hard storyline and then also too, I really do think they dragged out the bully line, and it was tedious at times. I mean, I powered through and I enjoyed it for the most part, but it didn't feel like the first 2 seasons at all. I think a lot of people felt that way too. But man, the first episode, this first season is fantastic. Second season is pretty good, but this third season was like, Still good stuff though, and I'm so glad they brought it back and did their thing right. Now, moving on. And also, anybody in the comments, if you guys are watching, anybody had any opinions about what I'm talking about, go ahead. Feel free and chime in. I'm all ears over here. Especially if anybody's seen Cobra Kai or Bridgerton. I think I'm talking to the wrong crowd on that one. Especially Bridgerton. Too many to watch that show. Too many men. All right, Tenet. Please, someone tell me in the comments if you watched Tenet. I was excited about this movie. Something I really think is awesome about Tenet is the fact that it opened during a pandemic and still made like a crazy amount of money in the box office. So somehow Nolan squeezed by on that. And I heard a stat last year that Nolan is like I shouldn't say it's a stat. It was like an article where he's like the last hope for the blockbuster movies, the movie theaters, right? He's like the last hope. I mean, people went in. And what's so cool about Tenet is it's definitely international. Like anybody across the globe can watch that movie, identify with Denzel's kid, David Washington, who sounds just like Denzel. I love that. I watched him in Black Klansman, and I was like, that voice is very familiar. And I was like, who is that? What's that voice? And I was like, oh my God, it's Denzel. And then I'm, of course, looking at him too, and I'm like, oh, it's Denzel's kid. And he kills it. Robert Pattinson? I had no idea. First of all, I'm starting to like this dude. I've never really cared. Oh gosh, Greg, stop, uncross your arms, Greg. Okay? I've talked about Cobra Kai here. Watch the first season. Dude. Okay, I'll give you the lay of the land. The first, it's definitely, I feel like the creators are genius with the first 2 seasons especially, because they showed it from the point of view of Johnny. And I know some people were like, Chris Allwell is one who's like, he doesn't want to watch a bully story. He doesn't want to watch a washed up bully story. I think it's fantastic. I don't think maybe we do see those stories a lot, but I love it. I love the fact that, you watch a man's life not be successful, which is kind of nice to watch because we all are so inundated with these people we put on like godlike pedestals and look how genius they are. And some of us, life is just life. And it can beat us up. And obviously, life would definitely beat up Johnny Lawrence. That's his name? No, wait. Johnny. God. Wait, is that the actor? Anyways. No, it's a great bully story or a washed up bully story. I think it's fantastic. And it's really cool to see him bring Cobra Kai back. I mean, it's really neat to see him go through the process and see him go, this is my calling. This is what I need to do. And then watch these kids that are getting bullied come into his dojo and not be bullied, but then watch them go down a bad trail. Sorry, I'm giving up a little bit, but that's what it is, dude. It's fun to watch. And then nostalgia, man, eat it up, dude. It's great. It's great. It just brings it all back. Sorry, I'm getting excited. Oh, nice. Good. Is that a good pitch? A little elevator pitch I gave you? Anyways, yeah. So what was I talking about? Tenet. Has anybody seen Tenet? I mean, I'm not giving much away. I feel like most people have seen it. It's on DVD now. You can rent it. I waited till I could rent it because I didn't want to spend money on a Nolan movie because for me, Nolan movies are very similar to Tarantino movies, which is funny because Nolan says he wants you to watch his movies more than once. And for some reason, I don't. I'm like, you got me once, Nolan. Your stuff is so heavy and you're so inundated that I like to watch casual movies repetitively. And the ironic thing is, he literally has been quoted to say, I make movies that I put a lot into them so that if you watch more than once, you get more from the movie. Which is for sure with Tenet. Absolutely for sure. Because Meghan and I both looked at each other like, are you keeping up? And I'm like, barely. I'm barely keeping up. There's a lot of mystery. And again, that's not the audience. That is a filmmaker who's purposely not giving you all the information so that you have to go along with the ride with him in the mystery. Did you watch Tenet, Greg? Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, Greg, they have 80s music. I'm telling you, Johnny, the character, he's stuck in the 80s, dude. It's awesome. It's awesome. What's even cooler is like the first season, I think he's in a Firebird or something. It's so perfectly 80s and nostalgia. It's awesome. It's awesome. Embrace that part of it and you'll love it. So yeah, you have, Greg, I think you probably haven't heard my question yet, but I got to know if you have watched Tenet. And right off the bat, let's get to it first. Let's get to it right off the bat here. Boom. The costumes, the outfits. Ooh. I'm going to start with this one because even there's so much suits in it. But even they show this random dude who's actually a really cool character in the movie. Like he's just kind of a facilitator, but I loved his style. And this dude, like that, look at that leather jacket. Like even what he's wearing is casual. And they made sure they picked out something that was really cool looking. But my favorite has got to be, where's my favorite? It's got to be this. I don't know. I love like that kind of vacation suit. The suit that you wear in places like Egypt. The suit that you wear, you feel like you're on an Indiana Jones set. Anyways, Robert Pattinson looks amazing in that suit. And I love David Washington's, is it that? I hope I'm going to, yeah. Oh gosh, did I say call him David? Is it John? Damn, I'm so bad. Am I horrible or what? John Washington. Man, I think it's John David. That's why I was calling him David. Good. At least I got his middle name right. Anyways, yeah, that suit looks fantastic on him. He's wearing those Chelsea boots. Come on. Oh, I love that. I don't linen suits. Like who wears a linen suit? When do you get to wear a linen suit? Other than in a Nolan movie. What else? What other outfits? Of course, like there's so much cool stuff happening in this movie. It's just good. And there's a really cool commentary in it too, where he wears a Brooks Brothers suit, and the female lead goes, "Yeah, if you're gonna pretend to be an art dealer, you better get a better suit than that." I mean, come on, look at this. Look at this. He's. I would love to know why the espresso was in there. I forgot. I think I probably could rewatch a movie and there's a reason for it. Because it's Nolan for you. No, I can't tell you the truth, Greg. I'm not going to tell you. You're just going to have to watch the movie. I think that's why everybody was quiet about the storyline, because you pretty much just have to, and literally you have to just try to keep up, because it's hard to understand. For the people who have seen Tenet, I will say this: The female character in it, she's fantastic. She's ridiculously tall, which makes poor John David Washington look pretty small, short. But she's a good actress. But her character in the movie, to me, and that storyline was extremely frustrating. Extremely frustrating. I maybe someone can talk me off the ledge. I wish I had a crowd. You watch Dunkirk before bed? Yeah, it explains nothing because the movie barely explains anything. Nice little epic. What up, bro? What up? Welcome, man. Welcome. Yeah. You got it made overseas? When I was overseas. Okay, yeah. Yeah, like, tell me. I imagine, yeah, linen suits are probably worn way more prominently over in other places. It's not. I kind of wish it had been. I wish it had been in the Inception kind of world. It's not. It's time. It's basically. I'll let you know the major of it's basically time. He's messing with time. But again, that just is the surface of the movie, and I'm torn on stuff like that. I think I like the movies that make you think. I like the movies that like make you go down kind of this path, but there's so much going on, and I don't feel like he defines the world enough for you to go, what? And yeah, if you rewatch it, oh, I know, Alan. I bet, dude. I bet you were the only one that saw it in the theaters last year, man. But the funny thing is it killed, dude. Like he made a bank on that movie in the theaters, which is unheard of right now. Yeah, so I'll tell you the truth, dude. I liked it too. I found it very entertaining, like right off the bat. Especially the opening scene is just awesome. You're just right in his movies. Nolan does a good job. I loved Kenneth Branagh. He was a good bad guy. I'm still torn on. I was fine with Inception. I kept up fine with that. I don't feel like I needed too much explanation on it. With Tenet, though, he really does. He doesn't get you to that point until I feel like at least 3/4 through the movie, and you're finally like, oh, okay, I'm kind of understanding it now, which he leaves a lot. And I still don't. I'm frustrated with the storyline with the female counter. I know, like, she was there to get to Kenneth Branagh, but I'm like, her relationship with him and how she was trapped because of her child, and then some of the stuff she does, the character, not the actress, the character, I was just like, I was frustrated with that part. And I'm being nitpicky. Like, if you let go and just watch a movie, it's pretty good. And I'm gonna Little Milk Cat. Dude, is this the first time I've seen you here, man? Thanks for rolling through. It's an interesting name. I'm telling you, man, Little Milk Cat. I get annoyed when people think I'm not smart enough for a movie. I was like, no, dude, movies are specific. Like, it's the director that's leading down the path. So it's the director that's making you not know what's going on. It has nothing to do with your intelligence. I will say that all day long. I think if you don't understand what is happening in a movie, the director's doing it on purpose, or the director's a shitty storyteller. We know Nolan's a great storyteller. He's a badass, right? So he purposely left a lot of stuff out for you not to know until, like, I'm pretty sure it was the third act, where he finally goes, hey, this is all stuff that's happened, see, like, you don't, dude, I hate Ocean's 12. I should be harsh. I'm a little too harsh on it, but I hate a movie that goes, look this is what we're doing. And then the last 10 minutes goes, no, this is what we were doing the whole entire time. We just didn't show you. And Nolan never does that. Nolan's amazing. He leads you along the mystery, but he leaves a lot out. And then you have to put all the pieces together at the end. And I was saying this earlier, he purposely does that with his movies. And he straight up says that. He goes, I put a lot of stuff in so you have to rewatch my movie, which is awesome. Yay. That's cool, dude. I don't usually do that, though. With movies that make me think too hard, I'm not sitting down again to watch them. And then also, I love the concept of going along with a story and knowing what my main character wants, and he is trying to accomplish it, and I'm right there with him. And when you leave a lot to be a mystery, then you don't know, and so it's hard to be on his side. Does that make sense? So, Yeah, it's straight up his style. What up, Kim? Okay, so you haven't seen any of the stuff I'm talking about, Kim? Not even Bridgerton? I feel like maybe that's not your style. I think you might have missed all the stuff I talked about earlier. I was talking up a storm, and I don't think anybody here's even seen it. I'm not hitting my market well right now, am I, guys? And also, I don't have my sidekick. She's in class right now. I mean, come on. Who has class on a Sunday? Anyways. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Inception. I loved Inception. I really ate it up. And talk about another cool movie with style. I got called out when I did my video about the top 10 movies. Did I say 10? 10 movies of fashion, and I didn't put a Nolan movie in. And it's the truth. I did miss on that. I did. I should have put a Nolan movie in. Problem with me and Nolan, I always think of I don't think of him as fashion movies because he's always doing like Batman and Inception was the first movie where I was like, ooh, this is slick. Look at all these dudes in suits looking awesome. Yeah, Memento was sweet. That was, but again, that's his style, right? That's his style. He leads you along this path that you're like, what's going on? And then in the last 10 minutes, finally explains it. You're like, oh, this poor guy. The poor guy's got short-term memory loss or whatever. Yeah, good point. Like, right, but well, the funny thing is, I've watched the beginning of Dark Knight. Right? Is that the one with Joker? Yeah, that movie is fantastic, man. Heath Ledger, I love that Joker. I love that Joker character in that. And just the intensity of that movie, the grittiness of it. Yes! No, I would Well, okay, the funny thing you say that, Greg, that's pretty much what Tenet is. Tenet's he straight up said it. He goes, it's a spy movie. And I don't think, I actually tell you the truth, I don't think Nolan would fit in the James Bond world. I think he would, he's too much. Bond is not that esoteric. Is that the word for it? No, I don't know what the word is for it. No, I think he'd be almost too stifled by a James Bond world, to tell you the truth. Maybe not. Maybe that would shake up the industry, actually. I'm torn on that. Okay. I've been blabbing on for long enough about that. I want to know, actually, tell you the truth. I want to know, Alan, what did you think of Tenet? Uncut Gems with Sandler? That's funny that you bring up Uncut Gems. Sorry, I missed that comment. I want to talk about that. That director, he's a frustrating director, in my opinion, because talk about agitation. He just creates agitation. And Robert Pattinson was in one of his first come-up movies. Very similar. He just got out of prison, very New York, very gritty. And I'm sorry, I got to talk about Robert Pattinson and my fanfare for this guy. I loved him in Tenet. I think he was really good. I think I love what he's doing right now. I love the fact that he just came out, I don't know how long ago this was, but he's like, no, I'm not going to talk about my workout schedule for Batman because I think it propagates a horrible mindset for men, which I love. I love that he said that. I've talked about that here on my channel a couple times that, yeah, stop comparing yourself to these guys in Hollywood who have personal trainers and chefs, and they're saying that they're working out like 6 hours a day, which is total BS. They're totally taking PEDs. I don't care what people say. I don't care if people even want to get riled up about this. They are. And they're trying to make it out to like, oh, you could do the same thing. The best video about this is I keep saying Always Sunny in Philadelphia guy talks about how he did a body transformation and jokes about the testosterone levels that he had to have and how he's watched by a doctor. Come on, folks. Anyways, that's my soapbox about that. And I love that Pattinson's like, no, I'm not going to talk about my workout schedule from Batman. I'm not even getting buff. I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't get buff. Just put the shield on and be Batman. That's my soapbox. Wow. Just went to town on that. Yes, exactly. I'm going to go with Little Epic on that. Yeah, James Wan's too simple, right? Like, Nolan would put way too much complexity into it. Are you done?
It's still going on, but I'm going to join you.
Did you duck out of class? Are you playing hooky?
A little bit, yeah.
I need her. I'm desperate. You can tell. You can tell I need this. Actually...
People are asking questions right now. So.
About the class?
About the projects. Yeah, he's a little out of control.
I can tell. I heard him.
Oh my God. You
My
okay?
poor wife. She has to deal with all the trouble.
Yeah, try to keep him quiet.
Come here. Come over. Say hi.
Say hi.
Since you're going crazy. Wha! Say hi.
Hi.
See, he's a fan of Mario Brothers. He's never played a single second of the game.
Oh, let me
What?
let me show you. It's flying. I think his feet are low.
He's kind of talking nonsense.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not. What are you talking about, buddy?
I don't know.
So
Oh,
fly
yeah.
like this.
He's playing.
He created an airplane with a watch band.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, and it's not like he doesn't have enough toys.
I built it, so.
You built it, okay. Go hang out with mommy real quick, okay?
Come here, bud. Come here, bud.
Anyways, what we were talking about, guys. Yes, of course Chris Hemsworth is all natural. It's not, oh, he's not all natural. I was gonna say, I thought you were being sarcastic. Yeah, come on, man. Who's believing that? Who's believing that these guys aren't doing PEDs, man? And I say PEDs because I watched a video recently that was like, don't call them steroids, because these guys aren't doing steroids. They're doing other stuff that helps them get physically fit and they can stay in the gym. And I'm not taking anything away from their workout schedule. First of all, I know that's not 6 hours a day. That's just stupid. That's overtraining. But I am saying that it takes work and it takes a lot of effort to get there, and it takes a lot of, diet. Yes, you have to be very smart. Yes, you have to put a lot of work in. So I'm not saying it's instantaneous and that they're not worthy of being credited for hard work. But the normal Joe should not compare himself to them, and sure should not compare himself to them if he is not taking or doesn't have access to these things, which is so perfect. Yeah, whoa, man, what is he doing? And thank you. I just thank you.
You're welcome. I thought you.
Thanks, babe. She's busting her butt, and especially this little guy. What's going on, buddy?
He wants to be loud.
Yeah, he just wants to go to town. That's what it is at Sanskrit Studios. Sorry, guys, I'm missing the comments. I'm just blabbering on. That is random, my friend. Ratatouille is your favorite movie? I'm going to disagree with you on that one, man. Ratatouille. No one should do a remake of Ratatouille. I did not like that movie at all. It was so, I don't know why. I know it's a good movie. I'm not saying it. I just don't, I know. I'm going to say, go back to your initial comment. Yeah, you're right. I think that's why I think Tenet kind of failed for me. I think he made it, I think he got to the point where he made it so complicated that I don't think his rules for in Tenet, they have to be explained either better, or I don't think he knows. I think he's just kind of glossing over the surface of some of those rules. Because I was like, how? Some of the time stuff did not make sense to me at all. But of course, when you're messing around with time, there's a lot of stuff that you have to kind of gloss over and just not care about. Anyways, did I miss anybody else what they're saying? Yeah, the skiing chase sequence felt very James Bond. That was my soapbox about PEDs. Sorry if I inundated you with that. All right, let's go. Let's do this real quick. Fashion predictions for 2021. First of all, right off the bat, I'm going to say skinny jeans are gone. They are. I think maybe, I know some people are going to still wear them, but he wants to get into the closet?
He wants the stroller.
You want to stroll? Okay, yeah, go ahead. If you can, yeah. Yeah, I think skinny jeans are gone. I think the boxier jeans, especially rolled up jeans, cropped jeans are going to be huge this year. I think baggy's definitely going to make a huge impact. What else do I think that? Oh, cross bags. I feel like cross bags are really going to, like this whole wear a bag over your body, or even back to like hip packs. God, I hope fanny packs or hip packs will come back. Ugh. But I feel like they're going to come into their own this year. Go hang out with ultra rich celebrities. Get some HGH, bro. Nah, man, I could go down a soapbox with that alone. Just that alone, I could go down a soapbox, or no, get on a soapbox, go down a rabbit hole with all that stuff. I think coming out of quarantine, I think everybody's going to be tired of loungewear. I think once we're out of quarantine, which let's hope it's pretty quick in this year, hopefully by June, which is not quick, actually halfway through the year. But I think everybody's going to want to come out, have clothes on, be flashy, show off. And I do think that's going to make everything pretty bold, very colorful, which is funny because it's really not really up my alley. Well, I like color. I'm going to bring back Janko. Oh, God, I hope not. Oh, my God, I hope not. Oh, I hated that look. But that's funny because obviously you saw me talk about Oxford. Did you see the latest video I made about Oxford bags? That's pretty much what Jankos are. I know that's your fashion trend of 2021. No, man, no one's going to wear sweatpants. Everybody's going to be tired of sweatpants by the time June comes around. They're going to want to wear flashy, cool stuff. And we can cut this short. I can get going.
No, it's good.
I need you, babe. I'm lost over here.
I don't think so.
I know. I can blab on.
You got a lot of engagement going on right now.
I agree, Kim. I agree. I whenever I've been out, because I go out seldom, because I'm usually home and the wife's doing all the grocery store shopping right now. But when I go out, I'm putting on sweater. I've got on slacks. I'm doing my thing. It's hard. I think people say get dressed up anyways. It's really hard to get dressed up in your apartment, and no one's even gonna see it. It's like, come on.
Oh, come on. And especially when you eat and drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Your home is meant to be relaxed.
Of ruining your nice clothing so that you just feel good about yourself.
Yeah, it's close. Funny thing is, it's interesting. This time has really educated us that how much fashion is about presenting yourself to other people. I mean, simple as that. I hope so, man. Sorry, ladies. I hope so. I think women in dresses are just, it's so elegant looking. I love women in dresses. I think it's fantastic. Little guy's a little bit riled up. We did make him kind of sit for like a complete, he had to be quiet for you, right? The entire time? And he wasn't? Mm-mm. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's
like we said.
Parenthood.
Parenthood and this week. So yeah, I hope women stop wearing yoga pants everywhere. It's funny because a lot of guys love it because it makes their body look good. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, exactly. It's so hard to wear nice clothes at home. I mean, I wear nice clothes with this because I'm doing this for you guys, right? I'm doing this because I know you're going to be seeing me. That's the reason why we do fashion. Simple as that. Real quick, I do want to talk about hair. Obviously, you could see my hair is just getting longer and longer, and I don't even know what the hell to do with it. But I think men's hair, and someone said this a long time ago, they think that men are going to have longer hair coming out of this, and they're going to be fine with it because they're going to be like, oh, this doesn't look too bad on me. So I think it's going to be probably two like really degrees. There's going to be people with a lot of men wearing long hair they never have, and then there's guys just going to be getting that nice and short and keeping it short. But I also think it's going to be big, and I'm being very vague about this, but I feel like it's going to have this like men are going to have big hair, kind of like the 80s. Right? I feel like that might come back. These are my predictions, 2021. I didn't get too specific about them. It's hard for me to... I don't think suits are going to get super baggy, not in 2021, but I imagine they're going to be getting larger and baggier as the year goes on, and probably by 2022 we'll be out of the really fitted suits, which sucks because I love fitted suits. Just no more man buns, please. Is that passe at this point? I feel like there are passe. I haven't seen man buns in a while. What are you saying woohoo about, Kim? No, I'm thinking Axl Rose. No, Axl Rose was pretty much long straight hair, right? I'm trying to picture what he looked like. Or are you talking about, did he have bangs? Did he do the bangs thing? Like women? No, I'm thinking more like poofy big hair. Am I right? Like that big, like poofed up, bangy, like weird stuff that they did in the 80s. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, I think long hair. Oh, long hair. Oh, yeah, you love long hair on men? That's cool. Megan's been kind of liking my hair. Kind of.
Very Pride and Prejudice.
She thinks it's very Mark Darcy of me.
Very much so.
I don't think so, but all right. I'm like, happy wife, happy life. No, anyways, that's the only person who sees me. That and some coworkers on Zoom who, you know, they don't ever talk to you. Anyways. Yeah, okay, exactly. Yeah. That's what I kind of think. I think, and obviously not going to be like directly out of the 80s, because I don't think anybody has to mess around with hairspray anymore. If you need to, it's more subtle. But I'm talking about, yeah, I feel like people are going to take their long hair and just kind of be stupid with it. I think again, I just feel like once we're out of this, and people have, and you probably already heard this too, have referenced this, the Spanish flu. What Maggie, are you there? No, she's not. I think the Spanish flu was 1918. So the Roaring '20s were right after the Spanish flu. I mean, it's kind of ironic that 100 years later we're in a pandemic. It's kind of weird. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, it's a conspiracy. But it is pretty. So if you equate it to 100 years ago, we might go into a boom pretty quick here, which I think we are. I don't think I'm being like overly optimistic about that. I think people are going to come out of this ready to work, ready to spend money. I think it's going to be a boom for sure. That's a huge compliment, Greg. If anybody's seen Poldark, that's a huge compliment. That dude's a badass. Thanks, man. Oh, okay, yeah, thanks, Trev. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make you my what do you call them? Moderator. Oh yeah, of course you love Jared Leto, Kim. I'm not shocked at all by that. God, women love Jared Leto. I need a poor girl's Jared Leto. I'll keep an eye out for you. I'll keep an eye out for you, Kim. Kim's looking for a poor girl's Jared Leto. Come say hi. Come say hi. I don't think you've even been on camera.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? Happy Sunday.
Look how good she looks.
What?
Anyways. I love you. Yeah, so those are, I'm trying to think, what other, did you have any fashion predictions, babe?
I thought more bright colors, more colors.
I mentioned that a little earlier, I think, yeah.
A little bit more flashy.
Yeah,
That's
me too.
my kind of thing. I think people are just tired of the dull and gray and, you know, I don't know. I think the flappers are going to come back in style.
But what are you talking about, flappers? Are you talking about flapper dresses?
No, I think the whole, you know, the boom of being outside and a more flamboyant clothing and party and, you know, different hairstyles and different, you know, I think that's all going to come back and raging after this pandemic. I think people are going to be
Trevor
eager.
says hi.
Who?
That was nice. Trevor said hi.
Yo, Trev, what's up? I think that will come back big time when people are just so tired of being indoors.
I don't know, Greg. I
wanna be
think.
outside.
Sorry, I interrupted. Yeah, I think everybody's going to be wanting to be outside and showing off their clothes. Simple as that. Ascots? I think we're going to have to try to make them come back, Greg. I think it's you and me,
Yeah,
man.
only you two.
No, I'll tell you the truth. No. I think neckwear is really hard for men to come out, to bring back. Not to be super pessimistic about this. You have to be pretty comfortable with yourself to wear some neckwear because it's very feminine to wear kind of like that flamboyant neckwear. I think. Challenging me if you guys think I'm wrong, but that's what I like about my channel. I really do. I think the thing about I like to say is I want to challenge men to go and be themselves and just embrace their clothes and embrace what they want to wear. Because I feel like we're so restricted, and especially here in the States, everything is so quickly called gay or so quickly called feminine, and it's frustrating to me. I just think I'm like, all it does is stifle men. So no, I don't think ascots are going to come back. I mean, you can't do anything without a guy going, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I mean, I really think it would be fun for the boater hat to come back. I made that video last year. It's performed okay, and no, I don't think anybody's going to wear a boater hat. I try to wear a boater hat. I'm going to look very specific when I'm out, and I'm probably going to look a bit like I'm a costume. And ascots, I feel like, are very similar, which sucks, but only other side of that is what's cool about that. I feel like the world right now, especially again, I'm going to reference the internet and not social media internet. I'm talking about internet like YouTube and people out there who are literally wearing vintage clothes every day because they love wearing it. I think that's cool, and I hope more of that comes out, so it's less about trendy and what's really important with what's my friend wearing right now. And you're like, no, I love wearing. I want to look like I'm from 1942, and I'm going to wear that, which makes you look like you're a bit of a costume. But if you, in a sense, that just starts to be comfort, and that you just care and you love what you're wearing. Anyways, that's what I want to communicate here. It doesn't matter if you're a dad. It doesn't matter if you're single. It doesn't matter who you are, as much as what you think you want to present yourself as. Am I getting soapboxy again? Little Done, bro. Done. You saw it. Aren't they wearing like jock straps in that movie on the outside? Anyways. We saw cod pieces. You want to try to bring cod pieces back? Thanks for making me laugh, bro. Yo, what up, Bobby Peacock? Yo! Sorry I missed that. I hope you're still here, bro. What up, Bobby? Are you, Bobby Peacock, please tell me, Caleb, right? Caleb's friend. I'm subscribed to your channel. Pretty sure I am. Yo, man. Thanks for rolling through, dude. Yeah, trying to do my thing. You can hear my kid screaming in the background. He's been going crazy. Summerman scarf the last time I was in Europe. Summerman scarf? Like a summer style scarf? Like you wear in the summer, or is that a brand? Megan's just maintaining our child right now. He used to be really good with the live streams, but now he wants to... I feel like he wants to dominate them. And also, we're asking a lot from him right now. Whew. Okay. Oh, wow. It has been an hour. I have spoke for an hour on this bad boy. If you missed anything, I talked a lot about pop culture, what's the latest in the trend. Well, latest Netflix stuff, I guess. That's pretty much all I talked at the beginning. And Tenet, because it took me forever to watch that thing. Thanks for everybody rolling through. I haven't done this in a while. I will try to get back to my normal every other week of trying to do this on a Sunday. And I'm pretty sure I can keep it up. It's fun. I love doing this. It's totally... Men's cutoffs 2021? Are you... Please tell me you're serious. Please tell me you're serious. I would love to see that. Crop tops. Bobby Peacock is from Caleb.
Oh.
Yeah, they're
Back in the day, like
Caleb
Caleb
no, gosh, no. Caleb GH5 user. He's a YouTuber.
Oh, yeah.
Caleb, Bobby, you're a filmmaker too. You do videography, right? Yes, Greg. They wear cod pieces. No, they don't. Wouldn't that be epic? Wouldn't that be awesome if they did? All right. Sometimes I hanker. I mean, we all hanker to be Europeans because they just do so much more with fashion. Bobby, please tell me. I know you're not being serious. I know you cannot be being serious. Yeah, man, tell Caleb hi. I haven't been on his channel in a long time. He's doing well, man. His GH5 stuff is doing great. And thanks for rolling through my stream, man. I talk about pop culture and fashion mostly, I feel like here. Oh gosh, Meghan, calm down. Megan's out of control with this show. We binged it till 2 a.m. and yes, I have to admit, we and then on top of that, she rewatched it on her phone, like when she would just like casually when she would be cooking dinner and stuff. It's good stuff. It's entertaining if you like that.
Well written.
Yeah, that's good. Greg complimented her hugely.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's cool.
And so, dude, uncross your arms, man. Just watch it. Watch an episode. If you don't like it, you don't like it, right? You got to watch Hamilton, bro. I'm sorry. I'm calling you out right now in front of everyone. I can't believe you haven't seen Hamilton, dude. This shit's amazing.
Look at Arthur. Come here.
Oh, my God. Come here.
Show everybody.
This is what this kid's been getting into, you whack job. Oh, God. All right, I guess it is time to bid you guys adieu. Thanks again. It's always a pleasure to do this. Thank you, everybody, for rolling through.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye. Come say bye, babe. Yeah, very self-indulging.
Oh, I know, right? Watch it, bud.
Anyways, you can tell the camera's shaking. Anyways, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy New Year. And I'll see you in a couple weeks. Also, always remember style first. Is that right?
Yeah. Give me a kiss, honey.
Mwah.